Hello, I'm Jerry Stewart. It's been said that George Washington actually had a set of false teeth made of wood. That doesn't appear to be true. And the story that as a small boy he chopped down that cherry tree, and when asked by his father he said, "I cannot tell a lie, yes, I chopped down that tree." That story doesn't appear to be true either. But it's easy to see why that story was believed to be true, because George Washington was a man of the highest character and integrity. Even when George Washington was a young boy, he wrote his own what he called rules of civility and decent behavior. He had over 100 of these rules that he strived his entire life to live by. And because of his striving, he was highly admired and respected. But amazingly, all of the attention and admiration he received did not go to his head. Those who knew him best in life said that he continued to be a modest man, even shy in the face of the honors bestowed upon him. Yes, George Washington was truly an amazing man, and because of who he was as a person, God chose to use him in a mighty and powerful way. One big reason why America won the war for independence was that those who served under Washington genuinely loved him and were willing to follow him anywhere, anytime. So many of the men, long after their tour of duty had expired, would actually stay and fight for Washington because they believed in the cause, but even more, they believed in him, and God preserved him. You see, all through history, we have read stories of people who've been given a special gift or ability to accomplish seemingly impossible tasks. It's like it's their destiny in life, their calling, and George Washington was one such man. He was destined to lead America to freedom. According to written accounts, he had many close brushes with death even before the American Revolution. During one battle in the French and Indian War, he served as a field officer under General Braddock. As the battle raged, every other officer on horseback was shot down. Even General Braddock himself was killed. But Washington, despite riding back and forth across the open battlefield, he was never even injured. And even Washington himself was amazed by this. In a letter to his brother, he wrote, "After the battle, I had 4 bullet holes in my coat and 2 horses shot from under me. Although death was leveling my companions on every side of me, I escaped unhurt." And just how did he account for his surviving? He said, "By the all-powerful dispensations of Providence, I have been protected beyond all human capabilities." Yes, George Washington knew that he was being protected by Almighty God. And when George Washington went into battle, he never went without first asking for God's help. There is one written account of a messenger looking for Washington with an important message. Where did he finally find him? In the woods, on his knees, praying. You see, George Washington was a man who prayed for America. Want to be a powerful force in your own community, your own life? Be a person who sets your own rules of civility and then live them. Be a person who is not afraid to stand up for what is good and right and just. Finally, put all of your trust and hope in Almighty God. He wants to use you today, right now. I'm Jerry Stewart, and now you know.